So the question becomes, how did we get into Kenya? Well, what we did, we decided that we wanted to reach out to the embassy, and we subsequently reached out to an individual named Matt Snyder, and we had a great conversation about wanting to get into the Kenya marketplace, and we asked him specifically, what can you do to get us into that market? And so from Matt's perspective, he doesn't drink wine, and he drinks beer, so he wasn't aware that we were looking actually to get into Kenya and the market potential there. So Matt followed up with us. It took about a week later, and Matt had gone out to the local Karibu with his wife when he went shopping, and he got back to me and said, you know, Anthony, you're absolutely right. There's no California wines here, and we're going to have to change that. So we started to work with the embassy, and we got eventually our wines into the largest supermarket chain in Kenya, Naivas Supermarkets, and we're looking right now to expand our market presence into Creek Mart and also Carrefour, which are the other two largest supermarket chains there. And I have to tell you that the ambassador was very instrumental as well in getting us into that marketplace. So one of the first things we did was carry out, obviously, some market research. And so around about October, the ambassador was kind enough to open up a private residence, which is a little bit more than a residence, I have to admit. And we had our wine tasting there, and we invited most of the individuals that needed to be there to purchase our wine. And as I mentioned, subsequent to that, we're now in the largest supermarket chain there, and we're looking to expand. The price points that we play in are really in the middle tier price point and luxury price point. It's very difficult for us to get into the lower price point, which is where the majority of the market share is. So one of the things we're looking to do is to have some foreign direct investment, and that's where the investment side comes into play, where we're looking to set up a facility in Kenya so that we can buy bulk California wines and then have it bottled in Kenya and shipped out to the rest of Africa.
Clean energy will define the heart and soul of Kenya's tech growth and development. As you already know, Kenya is a global leader in the generation and utilization of clean energy. 93% of our national grid is green, and we are taking necessary measures to provide not only 100% green grid, but also one that provides power with abundance, stability, and affordability required to stay competitive as a manufacturing industrial destination. And just so that you know that we are very serious about this, today in Kenya, we will be signing another 300 megawatts contract with FFI that will help us generate additional power from our geothermal resources. I mean today. It's happening in Kenya as I am here. American companies like Symbion, Delight, Synergy Limited, Sun Culture are already familiar with our position as active players in various sectors in Kenya. Our country is home to the only data center on our continent that is certified under the world's best green building rating system. Not only is the National Data Center accredited for leadership in energy and environment design, it is also certified by the Uptime Institute as a Tier 3 data center, which means that it can guarantee 99.99% availability of service. Last month, we broke ground for the only 100% green energy-powered data center connected to geothermal electric power at the most competitive cost per kilowatt hour. It is projected, as you all know, that 15% of total global energy will soon be consumed by data centers. The signal is officially out. You cannot find a better location for your green data center than in Kenya. Additionally, Kenya's rich package of geostrategic advantages ranging from diplomatic, peace and security, humanitarian, business and investment, to technology and innovation is complemented by its situation as the gateway of 6 undersea fiber optic cables, which form the foundation of the country and the region's reliable data connectivity. This advantage is critical for the growth of our data center community.
Why the merchant business became very successful in Kenya? We were trying to solve not a collection problem, but a payment problem. So when you tap your phone, when you tap your card onto a terminal by a bank in a restaurant, the money goes from your bank to the acquiring bank, not to the merchant. The merchant will get the money T+1, T+2, so 1 day, 2 days, or sometimes 3 days later. So the merchant is not able to use the products and services. So while M-Pesa merchant payments exceed $8 billion on a monthly basis, it's not about the payment, collection. What we've digitized is the ability for me to be here and see my businesses in Kenya, and I'm able to make payments, I'm able to make salaries, I'm able to pay my taxes, all on the comfort of my home. So what we've done, we've digitized payments for small businesses, and that's why 30% of all our merchant acquisition are voluntary. We do not need a merchant team. It's because we solved a problem that small business faces is how do they make payments. They have to close their shop to go and make payments in the bank. Now, you make payments from the comfort of your phone. And we've seen this come even better with the business super app. So we've enabled a business app, which today has over 300,000 merchants using it, with an 83% engagement level on a daily basis. This is a business app with 83% engagement. That's the same engagement as almost WhatsApp. It has more engagement than the consumer because we've touched what problem are we trying to solve for businesses. And one of the most amazing things especially about Silicon Savannah, is the developer ecosystem. We opened up M-Pesa and put our API platform available for developers. Today, it's over 70,000 developers building products and services for their own customers, leveraging our ecosystem. For us, is to make sure our system is scalable, secure, and reliable. And that's what we're trying to do. And big companies, multinational companies across the globe and fintechs across Africa use it. Flutterwave, Sendwave. With the Open API platform, we are able to integrate African businesses to be able to make seamless movement of payments across the continent. Anchored by our technology, and it's great to be in Silicon Valley. Guys, we do not have the best tech, but we have great execution. Please help us with technology. Please help us with, with cloud technology, generative AI, and so much more, because we have the customers, we know how to execute, but we know how to partner with yourselves to ensure that the products and services that you want to sell to our country or we want to bring this side is available.